football field chart looks like the chart on the right, and it's called a football field chart because many people believe that the layout reminds them of a football field. And that's the chart I've just been demonstrating, and this is my version. There's only one difference really, which is DCF 52, 52, DCF. It's, if you like, upside down. And there's my line, that line there, whatever it is, and here it is, slightly less obvious on this one. Anyway, that's the aim, but actually I'm going to demonstrate with this example, this data set. Here are everything that you need to do, and I've created the chart in stages, 1, 2, 3, final, and then just for a bit of variation, I'm showing you exactly the same chart, just with different colours. No reason for that, but why not? Okay, let's go. First off, what are these 52-week DCF? What are they? Well, they're definitions. The definitions are here. I won't read through all of them, but just a couple of them. Comparable company analysis, CCA. So what we've done here then is we've analysed 5 similar companies in this sector, technologies normally in this example, and calculate valuation multiples such as the PE ratio, EV to EBITDA, and the PS ratio. And the CCA valuation range for TechCo is found to be 800 million to 1.2 billion. And then down the bottom, read the rest for yourself. Sum of the parts analysis, SOTP. It has 3 distinct business units. The analysts value each business unit separately and then sum up the values. So the SOTP valuation for TechCo is determined to be 950 million to 1.25 billion. Here are the data then. Here's the method, CCA down to SOTP, and the other 3 in between. And we've got the minimum value, method by method, line item by line item. We've got the maximum value, which are there for reference. I could use them on the chart, but I don't. The chart comes from here, minimum. I've just copied, look, equals B2, equals B3, and then the max equals C2, equals C3, and then in between is what I've called the growth. Call it what you like. It's the difference between maximum and minimum. That's what it is. Equals F2 minus D2. And in terms of the initial chart, what you'll see, because it's got a legend, that the blue bars represent the minimum, the grey bars represent the maximum, and the growth represents the change from minimum to maximum. So how do we create this graph? Very simply, I won't do this, but I'll show you how you can do it. Select those 4 elements and insert. Go and find a chart. I would like a bar chart, and I want this one. It's a stacked bar chart. Not this one, but this one. A stacked bar chart. And you can see it's exactly what I'm looking for. So you click OK now, and that will present you with this graph. The descriptions, everything I'm talking about are here. So you've always got a fallback. Stage 2 then, I've done a number of things. Right click on the vertical axis and choose Format the Axis. This opens. And what I want to do is to scroll down to the labels. And I want to do this. I want to set the distance from the axis to wherever I am. And I've chosen 1,000 in this case. In the next example, it's 100 or 150, different number. It's whatever number works according to this graph here. And then the label position, you've got a choice. And we want low, which puts the vertical axis extreme left of the graph. If I try and demonstrate otherwise, if I say high, it goes over there. Don't want that, obviously. So make it say low, and it goes there. That's the first bar. Now you're thinking to yourself, where's the blue and the grey bars gone? Well, they've gone this way. And there they are. They're all there, but you're going to choose them one by one. And I'm clicking there and trying to say, oh, wait a minute, I want to choose the blue one. Where is it? If you press the tab key, once you've selected the bars, just keep pressing the tab key and eventually you'll find them. And what you do is this, you right click, this is the blue bars, right click on there and fill, no fill, and then outline, no outline, and click away, they disappear. But I've got a number in there, which I'll come back to in a second. Click on the bars again. I've chosen this one this time. I'm choosing the ones I want to make invisible. So I've now chosen the grey bar, the maximum. Same again, right click, fill, no fill, outline, no outline, and it disappears. They all disappear. This one, if I choose this one, I'm not going to make them disappear. This is the one that I can choose the appropriate colour, because this is the one that I want to see, the only one that I want to see. I've chosen this, whatever this colour is called, I've chosen that one. The numbers, let's go back, tab key again, one by one. I now want to choose, since I've selected the chart, I've got the plus sign there, and I want to choose data labels. So click on add data labels and look at more options, and the data labels appear there, and over on the right hand side you've got your formatting. It's chosen this one. Let's find out where we should be. Label options, a value, it says show leader lines, I don't want that. And then I want you to for this bar, the left bar on the left hand side, I want you to choose inside end. So it comes to the right hand side of these bars. In other words, effectively here. Press the tab key. If you have by mistake put data labels in this bar as well, just select the data label like that, but for this one, and press delete. Only on the data label, don't delete the bar. And same again here, I've selected only the data labels, and over here, same again, don't show leader lines, leave them by all means, but I don't need them. And in this case, we show inside base, in other words, on the extreme left-hand side of this bar. So what that's done for me is this. It's given me the ability to only show the change. So in other words, all the way to the end of the minimum bar, which is the start of the growth bar. In other words, for CCA, it goes to this orange one starts at 800, increases by 400, and ends at 1200, which is the minimum of the maximum. So that bar now starts, in fact, for this one, it's the SOTP. It starts at 950 and it extends to 1250. Job done. I could do more and more and more on this graph office. I could do it all in one, but I'm just trying to break the work down for you, so it's not overwhelming. So I could leave it there. I'll move on to chart 3 now, and what I'll do here is right click on the horizontal axis, format the axis. Well, I haven't finished with the vertical one, by the way. Format the axis. Now I want to put the minimum and the maximum in. Even though it doesn't show here, it shows in the final one. This is how to do it. When you click on the format axis, minimum, I'm going to choose 500. I'll tell you why in a second. Just type 500. Make sure it says 500. And I've chosen as my maximum 1,500, and again I'll tell you why in a second, and there they are, the same as this one. But why did I choose 500? This reason. I want to clear space between the vertical axis on the left and the start of the bars, so I want to put them in the middle of the graph. And on the right hand side, the 1500, because I know the maximum is 1400, but I don't want to finish the graph exactly at 1400, so I chose an extra 100 to give me some space on the right hand side. Feel free to choose 1400 if you wish, but then these chop off the end. 1500, 16, leave it at 3500, entirely up to you, but I think that gives you a good reference. Secondly, I want to show the vertical axis, this line, the magic line we're looking for, and I want to show it here. Let me show you where it says so. Horizontal axis, axis options, axis value. There it is. Axis options, axis value, and I'll put 1075 there. So type in 1075, press enter, and it puts that bar there. It moves the vertical axis border line to there. Why is it 1075? It's the average of all of the data. It shows you here, average B2, C6, all the data. I could do the average of this and this, blah, 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 but it's the average of that. If you don't want the average, if you want, let's say, the median or the standard deviation, whatever it is that you want to put in there, then that's what you would choose. But I've chosen to put the average. And that's the line that this bar chart is really all about. And you've done it. So what else can we do then? What I've done down here is I've changed some colors. I've changed the bar from solid, which it will be by default, to dotted square dots, you'll see. How do I do that? Right click on the axis, format the axis, and then here, line, solid, make it solid, choose your color. I've chosen the same as this one. Actually, I'm not. I've chosen it to be red. Choose any color you prefer, and then how do you make it dash, because it's solid like this one. Down here it says dash type, click on there, down arrow, and I chose square dots. Choose these, choose any of them, whatever you feel comfortable with. That's what I've done, square dots. All right, well now all that's left is to put the labels on, the chart title. All right, well there you are. That's a football field chart with me, Duncan Williamson, in detail. You can download this file. It's available for download, and do exactly what I did, and make it different, make it the same, put your own data in, and do the best you can. Okay, well, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.